Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Slowdown. It's a beautiful Sunday out here today at Hallbrook, and I hope that everyone has had the opportunity to get out and enjoy probably the best fall I can remember here at Hallbrook Country Club. So hopefully it continues for us. Like I mentioned in last week's Slowdown, this week we're going to talk about the slice. And so I'm thinking that today should be my most heavily viewed lowdown ever. There's a statistic that I forget the details on, but it's something like 85% of shots hit by a right-handed golfer over the handicap of 15 are hit to the right of their target. So when we talk about a slice, I ought to have 80% of the members watching this video, because that's certainly where the ball tends to go, to the right. So there are a lot of ways to make the ball go to the right. Specifically, what we're going to talk about is the shot that probably infuriates most higher handicap golfers. That's when the ball spins heavily to the right and spins either in the woods, in the junk, or out of bounds in Joe Carter's house. So we're going to start off today by talking about some ball flight laws and understanding ball flight laws. We'll talk about what I see as the most common way people slice the golf ball, and we'll talk about some cures to it. So that's the game plan for today. So I want everyone to start off by understanding ball flight laws. The reason 85% of the reason a ball goes anywhere is this thing right here, the club face. So when we talk about a slice, and we talk about a cure for a slice, we're going to have to approach and talk about this club face quite a bit. One of the most common things I heard when I was growing up is that the ball is going to start the direction that you swing the club, the path of the club. With the Doppler radar technology and launch monitors, we've learned a lot differently. The reason a golf ball will start the direction it starts is because the club face is open or closed. So I'm going to walk in here and give you a little example. So I got my TaylorMade golf ball here, and I have right, straight, and left. And understand that a ball is going to start to the left if I hit a ball with a closed club face. If the club face is closed or pointed left, it's going to hit this side of the golf ball right here, and the ball will start that direction. If my club face is square, it's going to hit the center of the ball right there on the S and start it straight. And if the club face is open, it's going to hit the inside part of this golf ball and send the golf ball to the right. That is the reason that the golf ball is going to start where it starts. Okay, and again, most people, you tend to come down with open club faces, so the ball is going to have a tendency to start right. Now understand what will make a golf ball spin. It will spin if you swing in the opposite direction of where you have the face pointed. So for example, if the moment of impact I come down and have my face pointed straight, the club face is straight, represented by this board here, but my club is moving to the left the moment I hit it, it's going to impart a sideways spin or a clockwise spin on it that's going to make the ball slice. Okay? And depending on how much the difference is between those two, it's going to exacerbate that spin. So for example, if I come down and I have my club face pointed to the right, which is represented by that board, the ball is going to start to the right, and I'm swinging well to the left, it's really going to spin that ball clockwise and make it go high, right, and weak. The other examples are if I had my club face closed, but I'm swinging to the right, the ball is going to, if I have my club face closed, the ball is going to start a little left. The fact that my swing is going out to the right is going to put spin on it, is really going to exacerbate it. But again, we're going to focus on the slice a little bit today. So the really bad slice is the one when we come down and hit the ball, the club face open, and the club is moving hard to the left. Part of the most common thing I see with amateur golfers is, and we can get into what they do in the backswing that causes it, but ultimately, the biggest cause that we hit a slice is from the top of the swing, we see an outward motion. The club tends to throw out. My right elbow tends to separate away from my body, so it gets thrown outside without any rotation of the club face. And so now the club has got to be moving to the left, very upright swing in which my club face will tend not to turn over. So the moment I hit the golf ball, I hit the inside of it, it starts to the right. I'm swinging to the left, so it puts a clockwise spin on it and really gets that ball moving to the right. So that's probably the most common thing we see with people that spin the ball to the right quite a bit. So how the heck do we solve it? Okay. Well, first of all, understand that 85% of the direction of the shot is done by club face. So the first thing when I deal with slicers I talk about is the club face has got to turn more. One of the simplest ways to make it turn more is examining the grip. This is a stronger grip here where my left hand rolls over the top of the club, my right hand rolls under. And the more I strengthen the grip, the more my hands will tend to rotate and get the club face closing more as I hit the shot. So oftentimes when we deal with slicers, we look at grip, either to see if it's too weak, or to kind of give them a band-aid to strengthen it too much, just so the club face is closing. But beyond that, not only messing with the grip, one of the things we talk about a lot is trying to feel as you swing down, your hands and arms are rotating, and your lower body is turning. Both of those, my forearm rotation and turning the body, will get this club face to rotate a little bit, especially the forearm rotation. And the second thing is we're trying to get their path a little straighter. So when they throw it here, the path is going to the left. We're just going to put that spin on it. Okay, so when we work with slicers, we want to try to feel that they're starting a little bit with the lower body, but the elbows stay closer together, and the right elbow comes down in better contact to the body, so that as we're swinging through, we're swinging certainly to the left, but at least straighter down the target line. That also gives the club face more time to release as well, and give it time to let your forearms rotate a little bit. So one of the most important things we do is try to get out of the throwing out, across. We have to strengthen their grip, make sure no matter which direction they're swinging, we're giving them forearm rotation, and we're trying to fix the path as well. Get the right arm closer to the body, let the club face release. We'll hit it dead straight into that board and back towards Jeff there. So we'll see you next week on the lowdown. Thank you.